And you can't stop the rain. Can't stop the rain. When it starts to pour, can't stop the rain. Oh! Can't stop the rain.
Don't get tucked in, pussy.
Bitch, I got money now.
What's the deal? It's the boy Dwayne McClain. I need all my supporters to head over to Chakra Doctor CDTV and subscribe. And when y'all head over there, tell that man to send me some miracle food. My hairline started to recede, and I'm losing my energy by posting all these videos. This is the most videos y'all ever gotten. So y'all want these videos to stay consistent, head over to Chakra Doctor TV, subscribe, and tell him to send me my miracle food. And also, buy yourself some as well. And don't forget to copy your DMTV promo. If you're a channel that's trying to come up, if you're an artist trying to get your music out there, or if you're just simply trying to sell your products, please hit petrocker1982@gmail.com. What's the deal? It's the boy Dwayne McClain at Dwayne McClain TV. Back again with another video. And shouts out to the DMTV family. I appreciate all y'all supporting me and subscribing to the channel and keeping me motivated. This channel is nothing without the subscribers. Y'all make this channel, all right? So y'all are the most important and most viable part in this exposing movement, this exposing operation to the occult, to the secret society. So I'm going to keep my foot on their necks all year round. So please show your support by liking the video, commenting, and sharing the video. That's the best way you can do and the cheapest thing you can do to help support the videos and support the channel. Now, if you want to go above and beyond support the channel, please donate to the Cash App, PayPal, or subscribe to my Patreon, or cop the DMTV merch. All the links are in the description box. Now, today's video is going to be about old Dave Chappelle's, all right? A lot of people want to say that he's not down with them boys. You know, a lot of people want to assume that Dave just went under the radar, that Dave can hang out with all the A-listers. He can be with Kanye West and Kim Kardashian and Jay-Z's and Justin Bieber's and be at all these spots and be able to pull up, you know, Erykah Badu for his videos. And even his earlier career, he was able to get access to Kanye West very early in his career. And a lot of people want to say, oh, Dave isn't down with them boys. Dave isn't with the get down juice. Not Dave. I hate to break everybody's, burst everybody's bubble. But Dave is a complete occultist, probably high ranking. You know, I peeped game when he came back, and he had a stand-up where he was talking about how the story of Iceberg Slim and the lady who was tricked into coming back to the game. And he said he's that lady who got tricked and coming back into the game. I think Dave seen some stuff into the secret societies that he didn't want to participate in, which is why he left the first time. The stuff that happens in these occultic doors, behind the closed doors, behind the veil, is some wild, crazy stuff. You got child sacrifices, you got eating doo-doo, you got drinking pee. You know, Nas said in his song, he had to drink his own semen. You know, we'll play that in a separate video, do a whole breakdown on that, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't know Nas even said that. But I do think Dave seen some stuff that he didn't want to see, and which is the reason why he left in the first place. Now, I'm a big fan of Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle is actually the reason why my intro comes in the way it does. You know, when Dave's shows, on the Chappelle show, when it went in, he would have a part where it would be like, I'm Riach, biatch, and there would be a lady saying, oh, thank you. That's why my intro comes in the way it does, with the don't get tucked in and the bitch, I got money now. That's all Dave Chappelle, man. I was a big fan growing up. But, you know, besides that, I still also got to look and also see that Dave, even though I'm a fan, he sipped the get down juice. You know, there's no way around it. And the first thing I want to point out is the fact that Dave participated in wearing the dress ritual, which is one thing that you have to do when you come into these industries. You have to put on the dress, and you have to basically give up your manhood. You got to give up something. And I believe Dave gave that up. You know, which is why one of these movies here, I think it's called Men in Tights. Keyword Robin Hood, Men in Tights. Dave Chappelle is seen wearing a dress in this video, in this movie, which is why I never understood why Dave was coming out so hard against black men in dresses. When Dave, you was one of the guys who did it. Early in your career, you put on a dress, which is why I was like, man, I don't know why he was talking like that. Maybe he was putting some light to something. But when Dave came back, he was seen wearing a dress multiple times, and it seemed like people just closed an eye to it. Like I said, with Dave Chappelle, people love him so much that they'll close their eyes to the most obvious and most stand out occultic practices that Dave has done. Now, Clear as day, this is him in a dress. Some people want to say, oh, at the time, they were just rocking long T-shirts. No, that's not the long T-shirts we rocked back in the day. Explain this picture right here. That is clearly a dress, clear as day. Dave put that on. And you see what he's at, his Netflix showing or Netflix red carpet series special, whatever award show that is he's at. But you see he's wearing the dress, which makes me understand the reason why he came back and got 2 Netflix specials, even though them things was not that funny. All right, Dave Chappelle even had a comeback where he did a stand-up where he was shedding light on pedophilia. He actually made jokes about it, and they were really uncomfortable jokes about how a pedophile who would touch on Macaulay Culkin was actually winning. I'm like, Dave, that's some kind of weird jokes, but we know in the secret societies that they love to touch on children. All right, but clear as day, and after all these images I'm showing you, Dave is wearing a dress. All right, which is, like I said, blew my mind when he was coming out talking about, oh, why is all these black actors wearing dresses? Look at all these other male black actors wearing dresses. They have to put them in there. Now, Dave is seen early in his career throwing up the devil horns. I bet y'all didn't know about this image right here. I found this, all right? Dave took a picture of him wearing the devil horns. Now, the devil horns is a key factor in the Illuminati checklist, one of the most obvious signs that somebody sold out. And when I seen this image here, I'm like, yeah, Dave sold out way early in his career. I think Dave probably came in. Dave might even be a Monarch child, because I got an image I'm going to show you at the very end that's going to blow y'all mind. So please watch this watch this video from start to finish. But seeing Dave in this image throw the devil horns up lets me know that, yeah, Dave sipped the get down juice. All right. Now, some people might want to argue and say, okay, well, he's just saying rock on. All right, cool. I don't think that, but for this video purpose, if you want to think that, fine. Explain this part here of Dave throwing the 666 up. Here is Dave when he first came back, taking a picture of him throwing the 666 hand sign up, which is really a sign thrown up, letting you know that you gave up your glory hole. All right? You gave up the donut. You gave it up. That's what that sign stands for when you see it. Also, it stands for 666 as well. I personally don't think this is the real Dave Chappelle. I think this is some dude wearing a suit or like a mask, because, you know, Dave came back big as I don't know what. His facial structure doesn't even look the same. But let's cut our conspiracy brain off and say this is really the real Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle, early in his career, was seen throwing up the 666 hand sign. Some people want to say this is a still freeze frame, but this is on the actual Comedy Central website, and it was a freeze frame for a reason. All right, they took one picture of this for a reason. All right. Now, also early in his career, Dave had a magazine picture, or where he posed on a magazine, of him throwing the one-eye symbolism with the United States flag over his eye. See, Dave snuck this one by y'all. Snuck this by a lot of people. Y'all wouldn't have known that Dave was sipping to get down to y'all. This was down in 2004 of him doing that. That's how old this magazine cover is. And you see it clear as day, Dave Chappelle doing the one-eyed symbolism. So we already got 4 checkoffs off the Illuminati checklist: the dress, devil horns, 666 hand sign, and one-eyed symbolism. Yeah, and Dave's also seen here throwing the V up, the vector hand sign. But we'll dive into that later on. This is also Dave with the red background. Now, this right here is another Illuminati checklist. Every celebrity seems to take a picture in front of a red background, alluding to the fact that they went to the sacrifice room or the blood room or the red room, meaning they have participated in blood rituals and all types of stuff. Because when you go to the room, by the time you leave that, when you go to the room, it's white. By the time you leave it, it's blood red by the time you do all the blood sacrificing and witch and wild crazy stuff. I believe Dave done this because there's no way he had such a big career the way he has without going through these doors. There's no way. You're not about to go to all these little avenues and different groups without participating in the ritual. Y'all, it does not happen, okay? And I can argue that. All right, now let's move on to some more symbolism of Dave. This is Dave with the one pants leg up, some more Masonic symbolism. And Dave Chappelle, throughout his career, threw up a lot of Masonic symbolism that y'all probably wouldn't have noticed. And I'm going to point all that out for you. But this is one of the ones that got pointed out earlier when he first came back, that he was doing a show where he had his pants leg up. You know, I think Dave been through the beginning stages of the Masonic ritual, but this could be just him just pulling his pants leg up. We could probably say that. But I do think Dave was alluding to the fact that he went through some Masonic rituals. Now, also, this is a movie cover of his movie Block Party. What do y'all see right here, symbolism-wise? You know, I see the ark, I see the sun worship, but here's some symbolism that you probably wouldn't even notice. At least I didn't notice it at first. The upside down star, the pentagram, clear as day on the album cover, with Common doing the Masonic point, which is another part of symbolism we will point out later on. Now that pentagram, that right there is the satanic pentagram that is seen in almost every satanic church. And it's right here, plain as day, on the front of Dave Chappelle's Block Party album. See, same exact pentagram. There's a reason why those stars are down. I'm letting y'all know this. Dave has been on the sneak tip of doing secret society or occultic symbolism throughout his career. Now, this other image that I have of Dave is him doing a Masonic hand gesture where he has both the thumbs together. All right. Now, this right here could be just, like I said, if you want to play devil's advocate, oh, he's just doing his hands like that. I think this picture was taken purposely because I have multiple images of other celebrities taking a picture like this. Now, look at this right here. Look at all these guys who took a picture with their thumbs like that, throwing up Masonic symbolism. Every last single one of them. What makes you think Dave is any different? Y'all just love Dave Chappelle because of Chappelle show. But let me tell y'all this. After he came back, them jokes ain't been hitting the same. Now look at all these other guys throwing up free Masonic hand signs. Same signs I'm about to show you that Dave Chappelle has been throwing up since he came back and before. All right. Now, Dave, red flag number 3, he's seen with Kanye West a lot. When Kanye West was having his meltdown, why was Dave sent there? Is Dave Chappelle Kanye West handler? Like, look at all these guys in this picture. I guarantee you all those dudes in this picture are Freemasons. These are all the guys who came here to help Kanye West calm down when he was having his breakdown. They had to send Dave Chappelle there with a bunch of other handlers. And I do believe that Dave Chappelle is a high-ranking Freemason. I personally do think that. You know, even though there is no documentation of him belonging to a particular lodge, but they like to keep a lot of that stuff secret to help to keep the celebrity in a positive eye because they know this information is getting out. But think about it. If Dave Chappelle is not down with them boys, why is he going to calm Kanye West down, who is an openly known Satanist, okay, doing the shows with Marilyn Manson, images of him with a Bachman on the shirt, came out and said he sold his soul. Kanye West has been so much symbolism in Kanye West's career. When I start breaking down Kanye West, it's probably going to have to be 2 weeks of just me doing videos on just Kanye West, because that's how much symbolism Kanye West does. You have to start thinking, why was Dave sitting there to calm him down if he's not in the circle? All right, now let's move forward. Now, I found these images of Dave with Kanye West, Common, and it looks like Talib Kweli and some dudes behind him. Everybody, there's multiple people in this picture throwing up Masonic symbolism. The dude at the top with his fingers like that, there it is for the Masonic compass and square. Dave Chappelle with his hand on his chest, Masonic throwing Masonic, Common throwing up the Masonic fist, and Kanye West doing the Masonic point. Now, look at this image. I'm about to bring everything back home, okay? This right here is a book, or at least that shows all the symbolism. Look, Dave Chappelle, hand on his chest. Common doing the Masonic fist. Kanye West doing the point and the dude at the top. All these images I have on the right are all Masonic images out of Masonic books. Basically like whistleblowing books or books that breaks down all the Masonic symbolism. You can look those images up. It's not a coincidence that Dave is in the picture with all these guys, and each one of these guys is throwing up a different symbol. All these guys are in the Brotherhood, including Dave. He's no different. And he has that. And Dave has multiple pictures of him throwing his hand on his chest, especially when he came back. Now, look at this image right here. Look at Dave. Hand over the chest. That right there is a Freemasonic hand gesture. Dave is, like I said, he had a picture with Kanye West, and he had this picture. There's multiple other pictures of him throwing this hand sign up. Now, this hand sign is a Masonic hand gesture of like keeping the faith. We'll get into it, breaking it down, but y'all got to really take a mental picture of this photograph. Now, look at this right here. It said the hand placed on the chest. And we have studied this gesture in 4 different unnatural gestures across hundreds of portraits by more than 80 painters, okay? This right here is a few guys right here. I think there was Christopher Columbus at the bottom and some dude, I forgot the dude at the top's name. I can't even pronounce that, but look at them. Both have their hands on their chest, all right? This is Aleister Crowley doing the hand on the chest symbolism right there. Aleister Crowley is a big-time occultist. What makes y'all think Dave is any different than these people, all right? I showed this image earlier. This is some, I forgot what this dude is, but you see he has the upside-down cross, hand over the chest, all right? Peep that. And here's another image. It's an old image, very old. This image old is on, it's like 1700s. Look at that man, hand over his chest. All these paintings and stuff are alluding that these guys were all part of the occult of the Brotherhood. Now let's read what it means. A number of meanings, as the evidence points out in the illustrations in this section. The hand on heart sign has a number of meanings, depending particularly on the exact placement of the hand and the positioning of the fingers. As always, the left hand on the heart indicates the sinister occultic path. The thumb extended upward, leaving the hand squared in the L position, signals fidelity, sincerity, and being on the square. The thumb upward symbolizes the child's soul, the heart in subjection to higher powers. The sign on hand on heart is practiced and taught in the rituals of many degrees of Freemasonry. So that is a reason why Dave Chappelle has his hand over his heart, which is the reason why when we pledge allegiance to the flag, we put our hands over our heart. you know. And we was doing the Masonic initiation ritual every morning in kindergarten, saying I pledge allegiance to the flag. It just felt weird. I pledge allegiance to the flag. Like, all that stuff was weird when I was thinking about it, looking back at it. They had us all doing Masonic rituals, and we didn't even know it. All right. Now, it says here, the sign of hand on heart is practiced and taught in the rituals for many degrees of Freemasonry. For example, in the degree of Sublime Knight selected, the candidate is instructed in the sign, his right hand extended across the chest to the heart and the thumb pointed upward. In the degree of Companion Select, the sign is given with the right hand. In the degree of Select Master, the initiate is told the most popular sign in Freemasons are made in this manner. Place the palm on the right hand of the heart and pronounce the word secrecy. In the degree of the Knight of the Pelican and Eagle Sovereign Prince Rose Cross of Herdom, the lecturer directs the assembled members to pass to the black room, 18-degree collars being reversed. Following this instruction, the sign of right hand on left breast is given, 18th degree secret initiation ceremony. So Dave, with his hand over his chest or his heart or whatever you want to call it, he's letting you know that he's down with the boys. He's in the brotherhood. Now look at all these other people. I think this is one of the presidents. I don't know. I think that Warren Buffett. I don't know who that dude is. But see, hand over the chest right there. You see that? Here's another guy. Hand on the chest. All right, you know, it look like it's on his belly. But either way it goes, they let you know they with the brotherhood. All right, they just putting a little sauce on it. This is Christopher Columbus. I showed you that earlier. All right, now here's some more people doing the hands on the chest gesture. All right, this is some very old white man. This is Christopher Walken, one of my favorite actors. He's down them boys too. He's in the brotherhood. Now, another point of symbolism that Dave Chappelle does is the Masonic point. Every picture Dave takes, well, at least most of his pictures, he's taking the picture pointing his finger. Now, this right here, the next one I'm about to show you is probably one of the most standout ones. Look at him in this crowd, all the people around him. Look at Dave's face. Look how tired that man look. Look, doing a Masonic point. He's letting y'all know, hey, I'm in the brotherhood. This is my symbol. I'm down with them boys. All right? That's why you see him in this little crowd of people looking tired as I don't know what. I think Dave was forced to come back. And if this right here is a person playing in the suit, the person who playing this actor or this role, if it is that way, that man, he didn't really want to do this as well. All right? But if you want to turn your conspiracy brain off and say this is Dave Chappelle, the actual him, that man was letting y'all know that he's in the brotherhood. This is Dave Chappelle with Nas. Didn't I just tell y'all Nas was talking about drinking his own semen? Why is Dave with the A-listers, y'all? You got to start thinking about that. And look at the hand signs he's throwing up. For the V, y'all know V is the sixth letter in the Jewish alphabet. But let's get back to that point, all right? Now, here's Dave Chappelle with another actor. You see him throwing a pointer. I guarantee that bald head dude to the left is in the brotherhood as well. Everybody's in that brotherhood. Look at Dave getting his little Grammy. Why when he got his Grammy, put his finger up, he let you know that he's down with them boys, doing a Masonic point, all right? Here he is with Wiz Khalifa, another openly devil worshiper. Both of them doing the point as well. All right. Now here's Dave Chappelle with Kevin Hart doing the Masonic point again with Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart does mad symbolism. I can't wait to break his little ass down. All right. Now here's he is with Common. Common is another one who I need to expose. I can't wait to expose both of them. Both of them niggas is getting that work later on. All right. Here it is. This right here is like some type of wooden Masonic like art or something you can buy. It's actually on the website on Google. It's actually saying the Masonic wooden finger. Here's George W. Bush and another dude. You see them throwing at the devil horns. Both of these guys are in the brotherhood. You guys got to start thinking that stuff. Now let's get back to that point again. It is right here. One of these. I think he's like some type of Arabic leader or something. But you see right there, the Masonic point. All right. Now look at this image here. Look at all these guys, all these famous people throughout history. All these guys were Freemasons. Every last single one of them. And look at all the symbolism we see in this one picture. We see it everywhere. All right. Now, the point is called the Secret Monitor Grand Pointiff. But we're going to get into a deep dive what the deeper meaning of it, all right, later on. Now, here's more images of people throwing up the fingers. You know what I'm saying? The same hand sign Dave threw. Look at that man at the top. The one finger. Okay, see what was Dave throwing up when he was walking through that crowd? His one finger was up. Kanye West is deep in the brotherhood. I just told y'all that. The one finger beside his face. Kanye West is really down with him. Now look at these images. This is famous Freemasons. What's that man throwing up? The point. All right. This right here is another image of a famous Freemason. I don't know who this dude is, man. He's just some dude I found. But there he goes right there. The same symbolism Kanye West was doing. Now, this is Bill Cosby. Did y'all know Bill Cosby was a Freemason? Look at Bill Cosby doing the one-eye symbolism. I'm letting y'all know Dave Chappelle was just doing the one-eye symbolism. And Bill Cosby doing it here, and he's a Freemason as well. This point right here is seen throughout a lot of those books that expose, or at least tell you about the different rituals in Freemasonry. All right. Now, this right here is Richard Nixon doing the Masonic point. Richard Nixon was another guy who was in the Brotherhood. All the presidents were a part of the Brotherhood. Every last single one of them. That's why y'all see them throwing the same symbolism as these celebrities. Every last single one of them. That's why I had to put that picture of George Bush and the other man throwing the devil horns up earlier. All right. Now, here are 4 photos that are obviously intentional poses. Otherwise, how could the photographer frame the camera to capture the end of his figure just at the edge like that? Pointing the finger away from the body is known in occult circles as the sign of faith, while pointing upward is the sign of preservation. All right. And Dave Chappelle does both of them. So when he's pointing forward, it's a sign of faith, and he's pointing upward is a sign of preservation. OK. Now, this is Barack Obama. Obama holding a pose for the camera. Look at the frozen expression on his face and how the words to lead are nicely included. Also notice how his pointing his finger is perfectly framed. This again, the Masonic sign of faith, which is why Dave Chappelle points so much. Y'all know he's in the sign of faith to the group, to the Brotherhood, to the Baphomets. Dave is no different. And some people want to say, oh, Dwayne, you're reaching. There's no way I'm reaching. Think about it. He's with all the A-list celebrities. And look at this. Look at these other celebrities doing it. This is Ryan Gosling and the other Ryan Gosling. I don't know that dude's name. I forgot. What's old buddy name? Ryan Reynolds. Both of them dudes named Ryan Reynolds. They might be the same dude. Look at all these other guys. Mad celebrities doing the point. Why they all doing the point? This is just normal? Y'all don't even know 10 people in your regular life that does this. All right, this is right here is Donald Trump and Alec Baldwin, one of them Alec brothers. But look at that dude's hands. Look at Donald Trump doing the point, and look at the other dude's hands, throwing up a Masonic hand sign. I just showed y'all that Masonic hand sign earlier. Why is Donald Trump pointing at that man? So we have 2 Masonic gestures in one picture. I'll drop 50 in this one picture. I ain't dropped 50. It's like 5 points right here. But anyways, I dropped mad points in this one picture right here. Donald Trump doing the Masonic point, and that other Baldwin brother doing the Masonic hand sign. Why is he pointing at them? They are both in the Brotherhood. Now, this is Sammy Davis Jr., an open Satanist doing the point. An open Satanist. Sammy Davis Jr. got to get that work, man. I got to expose him as well. I don't know if anybody want to see that. But anyways, this right here is Brother Polites with Denzel Washington doing the point. Why do I think that so many celebrities throw this point, this hand sign up so often? Y'all got to start asking yourself this. What is the purpose of it? Y'all know they in the Brotherhood. This is Brother Polite and Kobe Bryant again. Doing what? The Masonic point, the signs of faith. All right? Now, this right here is Dave Chappelle again, throwing the Masonic point. That's why he's always seen taking pictures doing that. Okay? Dave Chappelle is in the Brotherhood. If you don't believe that, think about it. This is Dave here with Kim Kardashian, Justin Bieber, and Kanye West. How you get to hang out with all them? You just not you ain't in with the mix. How? And this right here is Dave as well with Jay-Z, the biggest occultist in history, doing that man-on-man love. I keep telling y'all, why these men are always hugging on each other in these pictures. It's just weird to me. I don't even like people touch me. And look what they're in front of, y'all, the red room. And look what Jay-Z's doing, bringing my point home, and pun intended. The finger, the Masonic point, the sign of faith, the path of faith. Well, I forgot what it was called. Anyways, but look, he's doing, y'all get what I'm saying. He's doing the same sign. Jay-Z, Dave Chappelle. How is Dave Chappelle around Jay-Z, of all people? And then Jay-Z takes a picture with Dave throwing up the same hand sign that Dave throws up so often because they both are part of the Brotherhood. Now, y'all know how Jay-Z give it up. Look at that. He's the one who normalizes one-eye symbolism with the pyramid in the eye. He normalizes stuff. Jay-Z did. So when you seeing Dave around this top-level, high-ranking occultist, you got to understand that Dave is with him, okay? There's no way you can exclude him out of it. Here's Dave with Chance the Rapper and Kanye West again. And Chance is another one of them dudes that got exposed because Chance is clearly dating or married to a Bigfoot. All right? Now, this is Dave again with Justin Bieber. And this is going to have to help be a transition for my next photo. Because watch this picture, peep this right here with Justin Bieber and Dave. Watch. Dave Chappelle doing the what? The point and a Masonic handshake with Justin Bieber. And Justin Bieber is an open Satanist. Open. He's in the Brotherhood as well. And Justin Bieber is a train station. All right? Now, this is Dave Chappelle grabbing. I don't know who that black man is, but look, I guarantee you that man right there is a Freemason. Just look at that handshake. Let's zoom in on it. Let's look at that handshake. You see that? That's a Masonic handshake. People don't just shaking their hands like that. You see, look at all the similarities. The same as that handshake. This is a Masonic handshake that Dave was doing with that dude. I'm telling y'all, Dave's in the Brotherhood. Y'all, he be sneaking past y'all. Y'all be like, oh, he's funny. You know, he ain't came back. He been funny. But Dave is down in boys. He's seen twice doing Masonic handshakes. Look at it. Now here's a breakdown of it, of what the handshake is. It says the Masonic takes a fellow Mason by the right hand as in an ordinary handshake and presses the top of his thumb hard on the second knuckle. The fellow Mason presses his thumb against the same knuckle of the first Mason's hand. That was the same exact handshake that Dave was doing earlier, all right? And it's called the real grip of the fellow craft handshake. And it probably could have been a little differentiated, or could have been different. But I do believe that was a Masonic handshake that Dave was doing with that dude early in the pictures. Peep the thumb. That right there is not an ordinary shake. Those dudes are doing a Masonic handshake right in front of you. Dave is in the Brotherhood, all right? Now, this is Dave again with Nas, who said he drinks his own semen. What is Dave throwing up? The 666 hand sign multiple times. And remember earlier I was talking about that Masonic fist that Common was throwing up? So when Dave got his Grammy, he threw up the Masonic point, and then he did the Masonic fist. Y'all understand that when Black Panthers were doing the Black Power, that right there was a CIA group made by the Masons. They gave them all their juice and finesse. All the gangs, everything was created by them. Everything, all right? Now, that same wooden finger that I showed y'all earlier is the same thing like this fist right here. You can buy it at some museum, and Masonic, what's it called? Really old Masonic clenched fist match. All right? Hitler did the same thing. Y'all, they got all the hand signs on lock, pretty much. So people are like, what can I throw up? Bro, you don't need to throw up nothing. You might get accused. You know what I'm saying? Look at Trump. Look at this. And this right here is the first sign or due guard. All right? Look at both of these guys throwing up that hand sign. Now, I got to bring it home with this picture right here. This is Dave at a younger picture. And look at that checkerboard pattern on his shirt. I told y'all, you got to stay to the very end. Because when I found this, I said, ha, got him. There's no way around that. Why does every celebrity take a picture with the checkerboard pattern on their shirt? Huh? Why is that? This right here is the most key, vital picture in this video. Dave Chappelle, young, with the Masonic checkerboard pattern on his shirt. I've been talking about this Masonic stuff the entire video. Dave probably was getting brought in and taught way early at an early age. That's how he was able to get them Comedy Central contracts. That's how he was able to get them HBO contracts. Dave Chappelle, yeah, he's funny. But guess what? You got to have a team around you. Every celebrity has a picture with them taking the Masonic checkerboard pattern. And this is seen in every Masonic lodge. Every last single one of them. So why every celebrity has that? All right? So let's go through the Illuminati checklist and do a summary of what all Dave has checked off. Let's start with the checkerboard pattern. That's one. Then now we have Dave in a dress, which he took plenty of pictures in, and y'all just let this stuff slide. Y'all act like this didn't even happen. Y'all like, oh, Dave never wore no dress. Dave wore that dress, y'all. Before he left, and when he came back, he wore that dress. And he was wearing them multiple times. This ain't even the worst one. So we got the checkerboard pattern, the dress, and then we got the Masonic point. Then we got the what does he have? He was doing the 2 sign, the peace sign for the Jewish V, the number 6. You know, we can break that down in a separate video. You know what I'm saying? Then he had the pentagram. Dave Chappelle had a lot of symbolism. He doing a Masonic hand gesture with the fist, the clenched fist. You know, he was also doing a Masonic gesture with the one pants leg up. Y'all, this is way too much symbolism for it to be coincidental. Doing the Masonic handshake. How many we done checked off? I done lost count by now. Help me out in the comment section. Doing the devil horns. All right. He's also seen doing the 666 hand sign. Plus also the one-eye symbolism. Peep this. One-eye symbolism. So, and also, let me not forget, he was also doing the red room symbolism. Then we also have more Freemasonic hand gestures with the 2 thumbs colliding together. So Dave is clearly down with them boys, y'all. If you watch this whole video, you don't think Dave down with them boys is all coincidental. Something must be wrong with you, because there's no way you can check off that many Masonic symbols and it could be a coincidence. There's no way. There's no way that I can find a picture of you and use a child with a checkerboard pattern on your shirt, just like every other celebrity has. There's no way. There's no way you're around Jay-Z, Kim Kardashian, Kanye West, the top of the food chain in celebrities. You just hanging around them and hanging out all willy-nilly, and you ain't getting the rituals. You ain't joined the Brotherhood. There's no way that happens. None of y'all can get in contact with these celebrities. Nobody's watching that can do this. Nobody's watching these videos can just hop in these circles. Reason why you can't just do it, because you're not in the Brotherhood. You haven't did the Santeria. You ain't did the rituals. Dave Chappelle is down with them boys, y'all. And I hate to make everybody upset with this video. It is what it is. I know y'all love Dave Chappelle. I don't care for him that much no more. Them Netflix stand-ups, they ain't been hitting. They a one-time watch. It ain't like Kings of Comedy, even though Kings of Comedy was a one-time watch, but we only go back and watch Bernie Mac part. And you see what they did to Bernie Mac. They sacrificed him. The rest of them dudes, D.L. Hughley, trash. Steve Harvey, not funny. Cedric Entertainer, them jokes is not funny, Cedric. Them jokes is not funny. Ricky Smiley, them jokes is not funny. Y'all got terrible stand-ups. Kevin Hart ain't been funny since his very first stand-up. Why do I think all these comedians got these whack jokes, boring stand-ups, but be selling out shows? Y'all don't even know why y'all laughing. Y'all just see other people laughing. Y'all know they got paid actors in the audience to laugh at a certain joke to make you laugh. You laugh because they laughing. Dave is down them boys, man. And look at him here, doing man-on-man stuff. I can tell y'all, man, that these guys get down behind these closed doors, and Dave ain't no different. It didn't hurt my feelings to do this video. I'm exposing every celebrity this year. I'm telling you, Illuminati, we can stand down. I'll put my guns down. I'll leave your celebrities alone. I'll let y'all do what y'all do. We can sell it out of court right now for $100 billion. Give Dwayne McClain $100 billion. I'll leave y'all alone. That gives me enough money to start my own little private sector somewhere where we can start our own, have our own currency, have our own land, have our own finances, have our own teachings, and get away from all y'all BS. With $100 billion, I'll leave y'all alone. Y'all give me my $100 billion. I'll start my own little area somewhere, and we'll start our own new path. All right? But until I get that $100 billion, I'm exposing all y'all nonstop every day, until I get every last single one of you. And that's just how it's going to go, man. But it's the boy, Dwayne McClain TV. Let me know if y'all like the video. Let me know if I left anything out. And also let me know if I'm reaching heavy in this video, because I don't think I am. But it's the boy, Dwayne McClain. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Also, subscribe to the Patreon, Call It DMTV merch. And if you want to go above and beyond, donate to the Cash App, donate to the PayPal. Also, subscribe to Chakra.tv and copy yourself some Miracle Foods. It's the boy, Dwayne McClain TV. I'm out.
Get it right, get it right, get it right. I'ma always fuck with shawty cause she keep it real tight. I'ma always fuck with shawty cause them niggas she don't like. I'ma always fuck with shawty cause I'm party real tight. It's showtime, did I give us old pot in no time? Got it feeling real right, shawty don't lie. I can see it in your eyes, see it in your eyes. She say she don't need no man, but shawty, can I be your friend? Can I take you out tonight? Long walks on the beach, we could take